Morning, everyone. It is Saturday. It is what, December 5th, 2020. It is a whopping, I know Allison doesn't like this. Whopping 30 degrees outside. It's supposed to be a nice sunny day. It's supposed to get up to a whopping 41 degrees today. So you left coasters, you don't know how good you got it. Stuff is starting to freeze. Stuff is starting to whatever. So we're working through it. Anyways, I'm running a little late today. I slept in. I don't get to do that very often. So anyway, I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I did want to share a message I just got. A work ticket that just came through. Bathroom locked. Cannot get in the bathroom. No keys were provided. This is an emergency. It's a bathroom lock. I mean, really? Slip a credit card through it. Slip an ID through it. Do something, man. It ain't that hard to get into these. I mean, I get it. I understand. Um, I bet you there was a key provided. Um, High security. That's right, Frank. I do have to laugh. There is a funny story. We sent a message back basically saying, I'll tell you a story here in a second, though. We sent a message back. It's just a privacy lock. She should be able to slide a credit card through and pop it. There aren't keys to that lock, like keys. You know what I mean? So we get a message back. Please disregard the message. She was able to get in. You know what the emergency was? She had to go potty. Oh well, I thought it was funny. So all right, so I'll tell you my story. So to this day, my in-laws tell this story. So my wife has two sisters, and they used to live in New York City. They grew up in New York City. Um, I guess they were in a second or third story uh, apartment, and my sister-in-law, the youngest one, she locked herself in the bathroom, and they didn't have keys, and the super wasn't available. And of course, they were trying to tell her, she's crying, bawling her eyes out inside, and so so my father-in-law climbs out the window, and he's like 20 feet up, and he is traversing a ledge to get around to come through the window to get in to let her out of the bathroom. So I get it, but this ain't New York City with 100-year-old doorknobs that probably don't pop that easy. I don't know though. You know what I mean? The skeleton keys. But anyways, I was just cracking up. I thought that was all right. But that was my first thing this morning. I got texted, and it was like a million messages came through. So I was just like, oh my gosh, it's a freaking privacy lock. Pop it, baby, and let's just go on with our day. All right. So enough of that laughter. I'm still trying to wake up. So we've got a duplex. It's on the near southwest side of town. Um, we've managed it for years and years and years. And then we have a triplex next door to it. Anyway, so this one, I guess the tenant just decided she was done, and so she's moving in with family, and because she didn't want to pay her bills anymore, so she's moved out middle of the night. She gave us notice, and she said, "I'm going to be out the end of this week." And so then we would send her messages saying, "Are you out? What's the scoop? What are you doing?" And I can't remember. There's something else came through, and then finally she responded back with, "I'm not paying rent. I'm out. I'm done." We're like, we've been trying to find out for 2 weeks. So anyway, we're gonna go through this video. We're gonna watch this, see what our scoop is. This is a shotgun double. This one does have an upstairs to it. So back then they used to have these doubles and they were shotguns. So you'd have room, then room, then room, then kitchen, right? So this one's got room, then room, then room with staircase going up, and then there's two bedrooms upstairs. So this is like, you could, it's a shotgun, so you could consider any of these rooms bedrooms because you're going through them, right? So one of them has to be subtracted for um, living quarters, right? So theoretically, this could be a four bedroom because it's one, two, three, four. We'll see the video in a second. And then there's an upstairs with two bedrooms. Actually, there's a third room upstairs right at the landing, but I'm not going to consider that a bedroom no matter what. So anyway, so I think we consider this one a two bedroom. I should get with it, man. I could charge more, right? For a three or four. So anyways, we rent it off and on. This one, usually the tenants stay about 2 years. The one tenant's been there for a long time. This one, we go through about every 1 to 2 years. We swap out people in this one. This one's bigger, so usually you get a couple of years out of it. We've got our triplex next door. The triplex next door, um, they're all, well, one's a two bedroom, so one side's a two bedroom. Then the other side is two units, and each one's a one bedroom. So anyway, so those rent for about 450 a piece. We supply the water, so it's about 500, I think, each. And then the two bedroom is 550 ish. I know we're violent Midwesterners. You retracted your message? What the heck? Or did you put that in there? We call it a railroad. A railroad. You call a railroad a house that's room to room to room to room. We call them shotguns. But that's the Midwesterner. Yeah, I guess that's where you're coming with your violent Midwesterners. I get it now. I get it. I'm slow. I just got up. I'm not doing good this morning. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm not. If there's a fog up here and I got my iced tea, I'm going to try and get some caffeine. So, all right. So, anyways, we're going to do this one. What else am I going to talk to you guys about? I had something funny I wanted to tell you guys too. We already started off funny. So we have a situation with the CDC orders and an eviction. So we have a tenant. We've been having this occasional thing where somebody rents a house for their relative. They don't tell us they're renting it for their relative, right? Um, the whole thing in a nutshell is that they don't want their relative living with them, so they go out and rent a house under the guise that it's them renting the house and give it to their relative, right? So we've had it happen once, and I think we just had it happen again. Um, we try and put checks and balances in place to check for this. And I think we've pretty much got it nipped now. So this is a holdover from before. Anyways, so what happened is woman rented a house from us. Somehow we got onto something where we think that there's multiple adults, unauthorized adults living in the property. Um, I think our owner was getting the property refinanced. This is how it all came down. He was getting it refinanced. We had to do an appraisal. We sent the appraiser out. We had given notice, like 2 days notice, that we were coming on whatever day. And yeah, there is still the fog in my head at 3 p.m., but it's thicker right now. I don't know, and I can't describe it. It's like little fluffy clouds up in my head. Anyways, Frank telling me that I got fog in my head all the time, and I do. Anyway, so all right, so they got this house. So we were doing the appraisal. We gave them gave them notice that we were coming. Um, we sent at first I think they rejected it once or twice, or maybe they didn't. Anyway, so we sent the appraiser over. We sent our guy over to let the appraiser in, and people that weren't supposed to be on lease answered the door, and they informed us that they weren't letting us in. They didn't know who we were. They didn't know nothing about nothing. And so anyway, so it kind of went downhill from there. We also noticed, I think about that time, that there was a dog on the premises, and there's not supposed to be a dog on the premises. A puppy, of course. You can't have a dog. You got to have a puppy that's going to pee and poop everywhere. And so anyway, so long story short, tenant got behind on their rents. Um, then um, they applied for assistance, which they were right at the limit of the assistance. And the assistance is such a thing is that if you take the assistance, then you can't there's a bunch of rules that go with it. You can't, I don't remember exactly the rules. I'd have to ask Peg. But you can't evict for a certain amount of time, and um, blah blah blah. Anyways, so obviously we knew there was some crazy stuff going on over this house. We were real hesitant to take the assistance, but I think we were gonna take the assistance. And then all of a sudden, a previous couple months of rent got disputed. So about 25% of our tenants pay with credit card, and pay their rent with credit card. And occasionally, what we've been running into is people will work a deal out with their cousins, brothers, mothers, sisters, nephews, whatever, to where they'll pay the rent for them with the credit card. And then, whatever the deal was, they don't pay that person back. And then that person disputes the charges. So all of a sudden, we've got a notice that they had disputed the charges from a couple of months previously. So that put them way over the amount due or the amount that assistance would pay. So basically, we were just like, all right, we're going to evict. So we evicted. They didn't even show up for court. So they were supposed to be out by Monday at 6 p.m. The tenant in the other side of this duplex, this is not the same duplex we're going to talk about today, it's a different duplex. The tenant on the other side of the duplex was complaining about water issues in her basement. She thought they were coming from the other basement. Um, and the person that we were evicting had become violent. I mean, just not like physically violent, but like verbally violent and abusive. Anyways, so I thought, okay, so it's 6 p.m. It's like 5:30 on the day they're supposed to be out. I'll bet you what they did is that they turned on all the faucets and they walked out the door. I mean, I don't understand why anybody would do that, but that's what we were thinking happened. So we sent somebody over, and they were still in the house. And so kids answered the door, let our person in, told that person they weren't going to be out until December 31st, which is suspicious because you don't just come up with, we're going to be here until December 31st. That's just not something to do, right? So our guy went in, inspected. It wasn't, they didn't have all the faucets on or whatever. It was just an issue. So they were holding over. So then we were going to enforce the writ. So we went back and Tuesday or Wednesday, we went back to enforce the writ. So the constable shows up, our moving company. When you do and you enforce a writ, basically you're forcing them to move out. You have to, in Indiana, you have to pay for the movers. So they just come in, constable shows up, evicts the people. The moving company goes in, whatever they feel is valuable, the moving company will take and put it in storage. So you're basically just paying it for the trip to the storage place, right? And then anything after that, then the people gotta settle up or whatever. And it's something you just add to their bill when you go to um, your judgment hearing. So, anyways, so when the constable showed up, the constable went up to the house and they said, "Oh, here's our CDC orders, and we're all COVID positive, so we're under quarantine for 2 weeks." So anyway, so the constable basically came back and was like, "Oh, I'm not messing with this." And so the movie company said, "Well, I already had COVID, so I'm going to go talk to them and see the paperwork they got." So anyway, so long story short, it was a long, long story, and I didn't shorten it at all. Um, they didn't end up moving to the forced eviction. Um, what they did do was honor the CDC orders, even though they had not. You're supposed to send it to us and send it to the court, and they didn't do either of those. Uh, Maybe they had done it the day of their eviction. I think that's what we found out, that they had mailed it on the day of their their move out, so Monday they had mailed it when they should have sent it a long time ago, but they lied to us and told us, oh, I did it on the 20th. That's a lie. You didn't do it on the 20th. You did it on the 2nd or 3rd or whatever it was. So that's what the postmark shows. Anyways, so at this point, the moving company has been paid for. The moving company we use is going to go back out in a couple weeks to move them out. Hopefully, or it might be January 5th. We're still trying to figure it out with our lawyers. So what the constable did say, and this is the important part. I know what are we, 17 minutes into this? No, we're not. We're only 15 minutes into this. The constable said that if you're evicting someone, if you just evicting them for non-payment of rent, then if they provide the constable the CDC orders at that move out, then the constable will let them stay until January 1st. But if there's other reasons for the eviction, so like in our case with this property, if we had we would have said we're evicting because they've got unauthorized adults, we're evicting because they have unauthorized pets and non-sufficient rent, then the constable would force them out because it's not just rent, non-payment of rent. So anyways, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Anyways, so all right, so that's that. We're 16 minutes into this. So let's see here. All right, so today we're going to go over this duplex. We're going to see how bad, good, indifferent it is. Judging by her attitude leaving, I'm going to say it's going to probably be a lot of trash in there, but we'll see. What do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen at this place? She's going to leave a bunch of trash, and it's going to be filthy. But we'll see. Looks like there's that's a flag video. So, all right. So let's see what we got here. So this is the house. Well, not that one. Not that one. This one over here. Anyways. All right. So let's get to it. All right. So this is our duplex that we're messing with here. I gotta hit play.
Move out inspection video.
Nice tree.
Branch, small one on the roof there, caught in the gutter.
This one over here.
Roof looks in decent shape. We do have power on today, so we'll be able to check stuff out that way. This front window here has a screen, storm door, open at the top there. So there's something not quite right because these windows aren't big enough to cover that. Storm door there.
And once again, I don't know, it looks like our downspouts are
front,
still there.
Downspout extension is just a little one.
Yeah.
There it is over here. No extension, no diverter, and that one's pretty beat up on that center post there. So you might need a new downspout. And then I guess we'll check and see if there's a seems like it's just dirt.
Yeah, that gutter's seen better days. Wow, man, it looks like the kid took it and did WrestleMania with it.
Extension there probably as well.
Oh, bam! Across the head.
The corner piece here on the siding, maybe, is loose all the way up and down. And there's a couple of 2x4s. Come on. A couple of 2x4s right there on the ground.
Probably use those too. Oh,
bam! Window, I don't think it opens, no screen.
Let's roll the videotape. That's right, baby. We're doing it. I'm slow to watch this stuff. Should I get my iced tea out again?
No screen on this window. There's a screen on the left, but it's the wrong size.
Nice.
No screen on the right. There's a satellite dish there on the roof.
I don't think.
This one has a screen. Looks like it's a little bit too small, but it's there. This downspout has an extension.
Woohoo! That one does, but it's not hooked up.
This one had an extension. It's knocked loose right now, but I should be able to just put that back on.
Let's lift some weights, Big Daddy. Booyah, booyah, booyah.
There's this weight bench back here. That might be the neighbor's, though. And a little bucket on the steps and a Swiffer mop. And I'm guessing this car is probably a neighbor's. And there's some trash back there. I don't know if that's stuff they left behind or from a neighbor. Like a table and some chairs. And here's the back roof. It's pretty good.
Yeah, not too horrible. We've replaced this roof, not this one though.
Now, if we get in here, the siding kind of stops partway up. And then it's, I think, wood siding up higher. So I don't know if that was intentional or if it's missing some of it from further up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some handprints here on the door. Hopefully that just cleans off. This door seems to be working okay. It does have this
Taped in.
bottom panel of the storm
That's
glass
the wrong
is
one.
taped in. It looks like it's got a couple screws around it too, but it's too big for the actual opening.
We're coming in the back door. Oh my goodness, it's not trashed out. What the heck? What is this world coming to? Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
The doors were locked when I got here. I've already unlocked them.
I got the John Cena song in my head.
I think that's on a switch, that exterior light there. I'm not getting it to come on, but there may also be a photo sensor with it.
I am absolutely.
There's a little gap at the top
We'll
of
see.
the storm
We'll
door
see.
here,
But
too.
it looks like it's decent. That's right, man. Prison
That
yard
door
workout.
closes,
Oh yeah.
locks. Everything working there. There's our kitchen. Go to the bathroom here.
Huh.
So bathroom looks like it's in decent shape. Got a little bit of a break in the flooring here. Can probably just put a transition strip there to cover that. This cabinet door's pushed in. The sink's a little dirty, has some staining on it. Little brown marks around the basin. There's this handle here, but it looks like the sink and the shower both have their handles, so that might be an extra from something else. Tub's a little dirty, has one chip in it right there, another one right over here, but
Not bad.
no major issues there.
Our tile job's holding
Kind
up.
of dirty
That's
on
like
the wall up above
5
this
or 6 years
cabinet
ago.
that's been pushed in. And right
Cake.
here,
Yeah, it does look
the
like a piece
ceiling's
of cake.
kind of coming down.
Oh.
So I might need to put some screws in that and finish the drywall in there. It looks like maybe it's been replaced. You can see kind of rough drywalling here and a line here. So may need to put a screw in that, hold it up there, and finish and the bathroom door is closing, but it is not latching. That may be the reason for this little bar lock here. So overall for the bathroom, I think you're looking at potentially a new sink top, but it could be okay just cleaning it up. And probably touch up those little nicks in the tub so they don't get worse. And then transition strip and fix the door so it latches, and fix the ceiling so that it's not coming down any further.
And missed the sink.
Taped in. I think that's on its working there. A transition strip there to cover that. This cabinet door's pushed. It's a little dirty. Has some staining on it. Little brown marks around the basin. There's this handle here, but it looks like the sink and the shower both have their handles, so that might be an extra. Drywalling here.
Yeah.
And then transition strip and fix the door so it latches, and fix the ceiling so that it's not coming down any further. There's a little section here, looks like it's been painted. It could use a little more touch-up paint. I don't know how much other painting you're going to be doing here. Kitchen walls don't look bad. Some hook or something there holding the collection of hair on the ceiling. Should probably clean that off. And then there's this little scuff on the wall right here.
Can't see it. Maybe I can't. You guys can, maybe. It's bright in here. I got lights on.
And this is your washer and dryer hookups.
Yep.
Looks like that's the supply lines down there. Drain line up here. And that should be the dryer vent and the gas connection for gas dryer.
Oh yeah.
Blinds look like they're okay.
Should we upgrade the speed on it?
So just a note for cleaning. I don't think there's anything you need to do to really treat. There's not any flies buzzing around at the moment. Got a gas line here for the stove, and also an outlet. Looks like a 3-prong stove outlet. And our counter has a couple nicks right here. The sink's kind of dirty, but I don't see any obvious damage. Water's on.
Yeah, the owner pays the water on this property.
Oh, you got a drain leak. So,
oh, wow.
I don't think it's been too bad, but that'll need to be sealed up. And then Ortho Home Defense. I don't know if that was preventative or if you got a pest issue to work on here as well. And it's pretty clean. Stuff left behind in a lot of cabinets, but
register vent.
This one has some staining in the drawer. Some staining again, a little bit warped.
Valley Girl speed.
Just decorative now.
Golly, Valley Girl. Oh my god. Gag me with a spoon.
Spray.
Boy, we're showing our age with that stuff.
Got some pots and pans left behind. Some trash bags. Just decorative. Pretty good there. Some like shelf paper in there. I don't know if that was there when we moved in or not, but looks to be in good condition. Oh, this one's kind of full. The cabinet itself looks pretty good. And you got some staining in this one. So on these ones that are stained, you might be able to just
all right, video 1 done. Booyah. We're gonna leave Valley Girl speed on, I think. Nothing against Kyle.
either
He's
put
just
like
thorough.
shelf paper stuff like they've got in these other ones in. That's stained up there. Or paint them. This one looks like it had an issue. I think it's been corrected with that second bolt there holding the cabinets on. Looks like the one on the right pulled through previously. Alright. Flooring looks pretty good.
So this was originally we did a lure back in the day. So this is actually a floating floor. Frank, you pay this guy by the hour. He is dragging it out. No, I don't pay him by the hour. He's a good guy. I don't care what his wife says about him.
Line here on the ceiling, and the drywall. It doesn't look like it's coming down. It looks like maybe just the tape's kind of not lined up quite right or something. So that could benefit from some drywall work, but that might be more than is necessary here. And I think that does it for the kitchen. So really in the kitchen, I think all you're looking at is that sink leak and maybe painting inside some of those cabinets to get them looking a little nicer. That should pretty much do it in there. We'll call this the dining room. We've got a more significant flooring issue. This is that Allure plank flooring. You can, with the heat gun, maybe get that plank removed and try to pop another one down in there. It don't line up quite perfect.
Yeah, so this was the Allure flooring. So back then, it's a floating floor, so it's not anchored down. So we've actually switched to an LVP product, luxury vinyl plank, and then we glue it down. We talk about this all the time. But this was one of the issues that we would see was over time, they would start to separate. And they basically just kind of pull apart. I don't know, like just pull apart, but there's an underlayment, or you know what I mean. There's where they match with each other. There's about an inch. So when they pull apart, you just see the black underside, the half or whatever. But then when they start to delaminate, you see that a lot more. So like here, you're seeing some stuff here. So you can, yes, like Kyle said, you can come through and you can use a heat gun on it, and then you'll be able to pull the bad panel out and put a new one in. I am not sure. This is we probably put this in 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm not sure if they still sell it. Let's see here. Home Depot. Allure. Vinyl plank flooring. Man, let's sort by price because we don't spend the big bucks. Price low to high. Price low to high. Flooring. And I don't know if we would still have aged leather, handcraft oak. I think it was called like knotty pine back in the day. So I'm not even sure if they still sell it. So anyway, so that's something we'll have to investigate to see if we can do it or not. What the heck? Oh, there we go. It's stuck on my other screen. Just gonna cancel that. All right, let's go back to the video.
But I don't know what this is. It looks like maybe country pine allure, something like that. So that's an option.
Allure knotty pine.
We may just put a new floor down in here. It's not too big of a room. It's a little closet here. A little attic access there.
Yeah, there's no attic up there.
The floor in there is just wood. It's possible that's what's under the rest of this room. There are a couple of spots that are a little lumpy in the floor too, so it may benefit to pull this up and put like some glue on to try to keep it from having these issues. I'm guessing there's some planks just kind of coming apart. I believe this is the basement here.
Nope, no basement.
Oh, nope. Maybe we don't have a basement. We'll find out. This is just a closet. Looks like a box from a fan left behind. This is probably... I guess that's a crawl space access there. Just remove the boards individually.
Dang, man, just tear it up. Tearing up my floors. Can't take you no dang where.
And that door does close and latch properly.
Woohoo!
Blinds in here look like they're in good shape. Light is working. The smoke detector on the wall. Walls look pretty good. Just really in here, you just have to deal with that.
As mean as she was when she left.
Next room.
Ah, so we redid this room.
We'll call it the bonus room. Bonus room has a hole punches above the door. So we want to get that fixed up. Closet here. Over here you can see the paint coming down. Some kind of issue going on there. That could be a chimney. Looks like it's the wrong side though. The chimney would be to the left here, I think. So I'm not sure
that
what,
to me means that we
must
probably have got a little bit of
moisture
a
issue or something going on in there.
flashing issue.
It needs an assessment, and then get this stripped out of here, and you can put a board there, put drywall back in, get it painted up. There's some paint left here. I don't know if that's your color or not. And there's a screen, but I don't think that's going to actually match any of these windows. We saw some screens like that in some of them, but they were the wrong size. So I'm not sure where those came from. Closet doors are operating smooth on the track, so the issue is just this hole punch here. You can see a little bit of discoloration where the touch-up paint was done up there. Same on like this wall. So maybe a tinge off or a different sheen or something. Flooring in here is in good shape. This is the newer flooring, so you might just do this same flooring into the next room to fix the issues in there. A little crack up here in this louver, but it looks like it's already been repaired. Door squeaks, I don't know if that's a major issue for you or not. Here's more of this wall issue. So it could
Thinking we've got the flashings on the roof are leaking.
Chimney there. The pipe came through. Where's that other pipe at? I don't know. I'm not sure where exactly the chimney is, but this must be it too. It's the same issue, so that other one probably is it too. That could mean a chimney leak, or could mean that there's just differences in temperature and creating some kind of moisture issue, but that's something to definitely assess and try to fix before it gets any worse. And the furnace looks like it's in good shape here. Maybe some grease for the hinge there. Wouldn't be a move out without some incense stuck in a hole in the wall, right?
That's right, baby. You gotta have the incense.
Got a little nail hole here, and then some holes on either side of that door. I'm thinking maybe there was a curtain or something put up, and there's nails in the frame as well. So holes in the drywall just to the sides of it, and then nails in the frame. Wrapping up this room, you've got your moisture issue inside the closet, and the utility closet there has to be dealt with, and then you've got that broken closet door. And aside from that, really not much needed in here. I don't remember if we covered the window, but the blinds look like they're in good shape. Into, we will call this the living room. You're gonna need to address that ceiling fan. It's hanging a little lower than I think it's intended to be. So get that secured back to the box. The box is up there, so I think it's just not attached to the box, not an issue of the box not having enough support. And I'm not gonna test it because I don't want it to start spinning and come down. These switches were on, neither one of them did it. I checked for that, there we go. Front light there works. Front window blinds look like they're in good shape. The side window blinds look like they're in good shape. Got some priceless artwork left in the corner. I'm sure that'll fetch some good money at auction.
Oh yeah.
There's a smoke detector. Walls look good. Floor is looking pretty good. A little bit of separation over here, but nothing major. And they're kind of dirty, but I think it's gonna clean off. It looks like it's on top, not soaking in or anything. And then you got a couple of these, I'm guessing, CO detectors plugged in, one there, one over there. And this is probably some kind of internet connection device. Close this door, make sure it's working. Yep, locks, all good there. I think there's a dent. No, I don't see it. There we go. So, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but there's dents in the door right here and here. A few nail holes. I don't think anything big enough to warrant really doing much about. So I think in here, cleaning and fix that fan, and that should do it. And we will head upstairs, but not before we go double check how solid the floor is in the bathroom, because I forgot to do that. I don't want to get yelled at.
Should be pretty good.
Everything seems solid. If anything, your weak point is in the doorway, not around the toilet or anything. Now we'll go upstairs.
Oh yeah.
So on our way up, got some dog food. The steps are dirty off to the side of the treads, so they could use cleaning. There's a doorknob there, not sure what that goes to. I don't think we've had anything yet that was missing a doorknob. See there, the piece of wood that the handrail's attached to is loose from the wall, and then up here we're missing some screws. So the handrail needs to be reattached.
Yeah, this room could not be a bedroom. It's too small. Too small, too small, too small.
This is the
2x speed, that's right, baby.
We
gotta do it again.
Light works. Look good. Floors are pretty good. You got some stains on them. I don't know if that.
When we originally took this property over, there was a tenant in there. She had 2 gigantic pit bulls. And it was a tumultuous relationship at best. Anyways, when she finally moved out, we came back. She would let the dogs run wild up here and pee and poop everywhere. So we did a lot to try and get rid of all that smell. But obviously, when dogs are running around in their own feces, then they're grinding stuff into whatever. So, not that it was, I mean, we've pretty much got this smell, and we've sanitized it a million
Up or
freaking
not.
times. So
I
it's
think
pretty
some
much
of those were
gone.
there when they moved in, but I don't know how many for sure. A little crack here in this cover piece, both the top and bottom, for the door jamb there. And this is an exterior door. Closes, latches, opens.
There'd be no problems opening that up with a credit card. I can tell you that right now.
So for this room,
I mean, look at that. Oh, where was
so
it? Go back, go back, go back.
this opens, closes.
There is no trim there, baby. You just stick your credit card right there and you pop it.
Baseboard, just a little bit as well. You do have a smoke detector, and the light over there is also working.
I'm surprised.
So I think in here you're really just looking at trying to
as
clean up these floors
mean
a
as
little
this
bit.
woman was in text messages when
Should
she was
dent the
leaving,
drywall there,
I'm
but it's already
surprised the
painted,
house
so
is
it's
in
like
this
that
condition.
before.
So yeah, I mean,
So I
this
think
would
that's all there is
be
there.
relatively
Look
quick.
at this bedroom here. Blinds look good. Floors could maybe use a little bit of cleaning, maybe a coat of like poly or something to try to keep them from getting bad. It looks like, especially over in the little dormer there, that they're down to just the bare wood. So refinishing will be pretty pricey, but maybe just a coat of poly, see if that works. I don't know. Not an expert. That room's not bad. Go check
Yeah, I'm
this
sure
other
it's a
bedroom
correct
here,
house.
the big one. So again, we've got a solid door. I don't know if this is really an exterior door, but it's solid. It closes, it latches. It's got a deadbolt on it for unknown reasons.
For
The
reasons.
door itself looks like it's in good shape.
Reasons. I didn't do my homework, Dad. Why didn't you do your
Flooring in
homework?
here,
Reasons.
similar to these other rooms upstairs. Though this one also has this little plywood piece over
Oh,
here.
I'm getting text messages.
But overall, in pretty good shape. Walls don't look too bad. The house has a little bit of a smell, maybe from pets. We saw the dog food, and if I recall correctly, they had a dog with them when they were moving in. So it may just clean it, and that might take care of that. There's a bunch of junk left over in here, in this attic space, so maybe worth just kind of cleaning that out. But it is unfinished space, so. And the door does close and latch. And then our back window, I think that's duct tape residue, so that may clean off. And if it does, it'd be nice. So I think throughout the upstairs, you got to decide what you want to do with floors. If you want to try to refinish or clean them or poly them or go over them. If you're going to go over them, you probably do it without glue on, but there's a couple spots that could be a little iffy, so maybe need a little bit more assessment to be sure on that. There's just a line here in the drywall, but I don't think it's anything major. I think it's pre-existing. So yeah, really upstairs is the floors, maybe that attic space,
Should kick this one out quick.
and that's about it. And I think that's pretty much everything for this house.
Yep, it is.
Everything in here. I don't know if I found a breaker box. I expect it to be near the back. So I'm gonna use the outside one, and it's got a lock on it. So I don't know if you have the combination of that lock. That might be good to just double check that you have that. Otherwise, if that's something the tenant put on there, you might want to pop it off and either put your own on or leave it unlocked.
So yeah, so this is one of those houses that's got the exterior breaker box. So it's legal. It's grandfathered in. I don't think it's up to code nowadays, but it's grandfathered in because it was done way back in the day. And you got your prison yard weights. Booyah! Got to get big. Got to get ripped. Got to make friends with or I guess you got to take out the biggest dude in the neighborhood, right? Or the, whatever. Anyways, all right. So, okay. So I don't really have a lot for this place. I mean, there's some minor stuff. Assess the front storm door. I'm going to even count that as miscellaneous. Let me go back and put my miscellaneous in. Downspout on front of property. I don't know, maybe 25 bucks. Fix northeast front corner siding, maybe $100. Replace a couple of screens. I want to say probably like 75 bucks. Repair siding on back of house. We need to assess and repair siding on the back of the house. This is where there was some areas that were missing. So I don't know if it's been there that way all along, if it's even a big deal. Transition strip to bathroom. I mean, I don't even know, man. $15. Oh, that's 25. Just because I'm trying to keep this even. Or just add it into miscellaneous. We'll do that. Assess bathroom ceiling. There's probably $100 there. Assess sink top and bathroom. I don't think there's anything there. We just need to look at it. Fix bathroom door latch. Again, miscellaneous item. Fix kitchen sink. Drain leak. I don't even know. I doubt it's going to be even $100. Minor clean out and unfinished attic space. I mean, I'm just going to consider this miscellaneous. Minor clean out kitchen and attic space. So there was a bunch of trash up in the attic, and then there was a bunch of cups and glasses in the kitchen cabinets. Shot collar. Booyah, booyah, booyah. All right, so maybe, I don't know, a couple $100, $250. And a lot of that's not tenant related. I mean, the kitchen stuff is, but not the whatchamacallit. Repair, replace flooring in dining room. So we're gonna have to assess this. I don't know if we can fix it or not. Assess. Oops, did I say that out loud? Assess. Repair. If we can fix it, we could fix it for probably, gosh, nothing. I mean, $50. I wonder if at storage we've got some of that old flooring. Don't forget the flea treatment. Oh yeah, I got to do flea treatment. How are they still alive? It's wintertime. So all right, so it's going to be 50 if it's just repairing the if I'm just repairing the existing floor, if we've got it in storage, which we might, I could probably get it done for like $50. If I got to replace that whole floor, it's probably 10 by 10, so it's probably shotgun collar. Nice. 10 by 10, which would be 100 square feet. 100 square feet is, it's actually probably bigger than that. I think it's like 15 by 12. So what is that? That is, let me bring my calculator over here. 12 times 15, 180 times, it's about $3 a square foot. 350, 630, 50 to, my new keyboard's got these weird key buttons on it. They don't even look like the normal symbols. It's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to be K cool, K rad. And that shows my age too. So these are okay with cold, not heat. Okay. Replace closet, second door, main floor. That's probably about $75. Oh, they're up, aren't they? Gosh darn it. So it's probably $60 and buttons like QWERTY. Yeah, buttons QWERTY. You want to see? Let me see if I can get this thing on here. Can you see my keyboard? It's all fancified and stuff, but look, let me see here if I can get this right. Of course, the cable's in front of the one I want to show. I mean, I guess the number 4, the $, it looks all right here, but when it's at an angle, it looks, see how it looks funky. Can you see that? I don't know. It's not focusing right. There it is. See, it looks funky. Ah, I just tore my keyboard apart. Oh, tearing it up today, kids. Anyways, let's go back to this. Enough of that. So replace closet door. So it's probably $60. Let's, yeah, we'll leave it at 75. Assess roof flashing, minor leaks in HVAC closet. So luckily it's the HVAC closet, so we really don't have to, I mean, if we fix the problem, I don't know. We'll have to assess it, but it's probably 400-ish to fix the roof if it's got just flashing issues and we just need to tar up some stuff, minor repairs. Minor touch up for first and second room. Those were just like little minor nail holes. So maybe we can even get away with just, you know, putting some spackle in there. And we might not even have to touch it up. We'll have to look at that. So maybe $100. Fixed ceiling fan in front room. That's probably $150. We're gonna have to re-support it. Fix handrail upstairs. Again, miscellaneous. Assess upstairs floors. So we're gonna highlight this. I have no clue. So we'll have to figure that out. Flea treatment is $250. Miscellaneous. I'm gonna add like $500 in here for miscellaneous. Just because there's a lot of little stuff up here that needs to be fixed, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna take any time. Yeah, don't stream without your morning coffee. That's good advice. Good advice. But I don't drink coffee, so I stream all the time. I'm awesome. Nobody's as awesome as I am. I tell myself that in the mirror every morning. I'm awesome. You're good enough, you're smart enough, and darn it, people like you. Well, your mom likes you, but that's the most important person. All right, so let's see what we got here. Miscellaneous, $500, and final cleaning, it's probably $250. We're having a good time this morning. You guys are on. I like that. All right, rough estimate. Let's do some calculations. 25 plus 100 plus 75 plus 250 plus. Do I do the 50 or the 630? 50 or the 630? Call it, Frank. Call it. Hurry up. Come on, hurry up. Do it now. Hurry, 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 hurry. Hurry, hurry. Where are you at? Come on, Allie. You got it. Come on, get it done. Come on. 50 or 630? 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 God, you guys are slow. All right, we're gonna do. I don't think we got the stuff. I really want to. Let's just put in the 50. Dang, you guys still haven't responded. So 500. And then we'll just do a caveat up top and say that it's another whatever 530, 580 if we have to do the full floors. 75. Getting distracted here. 100, 150, 250, 500, 250, 1825. Ah, I'm getting too fast for myself. On the keyboard, I can't tell what the. I mean, it's either a dollar sign or a percentage sign, but at an angle, it looks funky. All right, so that's that 1825. All right, let's run the numbers on this bad boy, shall we? What did I do with the cash flow screen? I had it pulled up. Did I do something with it? There it is. There she blows, Miss America. All right, so I was going to pull up the other side. The other side is currently paying. The other side is currently paying $465 a month. So they're paying $465 a month, and this side was paying. I think I want to say it was like $550. I don't have the numbers on this one. So we're just going to run with that. So let's say that this side is 465. So it's 465, 450, 465 plus 500. So we're about what, 950. We're going to do our 12% vacancy loss. We're going to do these are pretty rock solid now. So I'm actually going to be nice on this one. I'm going to put these at 5. I'm going to put this at 3, and I'm going to put this at 10. And then property taxes. Oh, I didn't pull that stuff up this morning. I doubt they're gonna let me do it quick and easy. Blah 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 blah. Bum 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 bum. I got my John Cena going on. I'm on Big Daddy. Pull it up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Taxes on this place are $823 a year. $823 a year. Oops. $823 a year. Property insurance is $550. Man, I want to say we paid like $35,000 for this one initially, but we've done a lot of rehab to it. So let's say, I think he's probably got, over the years, he's probably got 50 or 60 into it. So let's just go back up here. We'll just change this one to 55. We got into it, and now we're getting ready to add another, whatever, 2,400, 1,800 plus. Boom, boom, ba bum. Oh, 2,200. Oh, that's cheap. 2,200. And he's about closing costs. Booyah! 58.2 is what he's into it for. So it's about 11% cap rate, right there. 11% cap rate. Now, if he got a loan for it, 70%. If somebody would loan him less than 50 grand, then his cash on cash is 37%. I can't remember. I don't think he's got a loan on this one. I think he might though. I think he's got a portfolio loan on a bunch of his properties. So he could theoretically 37%. Cash flow on this bad boy is $550 a month if he does not have a loan on it. If he's got a loan on it, let's set that bad boy to like 20 years at 5%. His cash flow will be $281.71. So almost $150 a month per side. Oh, we didn't add in our fees for so it's about an 8% cap rate. So the 2 grand is swapping out tenants. Now, granted, we're a little bit better than swapping out a tenant a year and costing us $1,000 for per turn. So this number would be a little less. So it's probably between 8 and 11% on this bad boy. Cash on cash now is 7.91%. So doesn't pay to have a loan on this one. Anyways, so that is us. All right. Questions, comments? I switched off the live stream. You guys still talking? What's 360? 360. Oh, you were just going to split the difference there, 50 and 6, whatever. So you just were splitting the difference. Never, ever split the difference. There's a book. It's a good book. But I still do it. I split the difference. Anyways. All right, kids. Click the like, click the subscribe. I had a good time today, so I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. The fog is gone. Booyah. So it's going to get up to a whopping 41 degrees. So get up, get moving. I got my hoodie on. I got my big nasty Arctic jacket upstairs in case I have to go outside. So I'm good. So click the like, click the subscribe. If you have questions, comments, whatever, leave them below, man. Other than that, click the subscribe. Darn it. If you're not subscribed, I'm going to kill you. No, not really. I'll send Frank out. Ha. No, Frank won't go. He never leaves the house. He leaves the house less than I do. So, all right, kids. Thanks, guys. Talk to you later. Peace.